about your new investment, a maiden move here in India when it comes to the new upcoming course at DLF. What does the step into India mean for your business?
It means an awful lot. First of all, I have respect, great respect for a nation like India. If you speak to people that have had experience in life and travel, they always put India up there as this fascinating country. And so to come here for DLF and to be doing their golf course is a great honor for me. And I can tell you something without boasting. They gave us a flat piece of ground, flat. And when the people see this golf course when we finish, of course, we've had a lot of experience. We've designed 300 golf courses around the world. So we have the experience. We're going to do something here for them that is going to be absolutely unique. I went round today, and I mean, I was blown away.
But when you said they give you a flat piece of land, obviously that's what you might have wanted, so you could do whatever you wish.
Well, obviously, if you have your dream, you have a beautiful undulating piece of ground with trees on the ocean and on sand and things like that. But it's a greater challenge and makes you think harder when you have a flat piece of ground. Yeah. So this is a great challenge, and I
believe you have a plan of a beautiful lake in the middle there.
Yes, 13 acres, of which we have 4 holes right on the lake. And we use that soil out of the lake to shape the golf course. To put that green up a bit would be very nice. It looks terrific.
What is the signature style course that Gary Player would do? Or do you prefer to take everyone in their individual capacity and location?
Everyone in their own area, because you've got to do what's indigenous to that area. You can't go to the desert. Well, you can, but you'd be stupid to go to the desert and plant pine trees.
Yeah.
So we've got to try and plant trees that are indigenous and pick the right grasses. Pick the right grass for a golf course is important. And to remember that your weekend golfer is the person that really is the person that counts. You'll have a tournament here once a year, of which we've got to cater for, but we've really got to cater for the average weekend golfer and make him come out and feel that this is a gift to nature.
Yeah. And also because those are the numbers, those are the masses who will then sort of grow the game at some point.
Yes. And to encourage and to develop junior golf.
Which you are a big ambassador of.
Oh, I love to do that. I just love young people. Well, having 21 grandchildren, I mean, is quite an experience.
How many of the 21 are golfers?
Well, only...
Or interested golfers.
Maybe 2. But what they are interested is eating. As soon as they hear the knife and fork and they all get to the table, it's like the Last Supper, you know. Everybody's just eating their heads down, and it's a big bill to feed. I have to win the tournament to break even.
But I thought at some stage you'd like to remind them that more important than golf is nutrition, right?
Yes.
Your mantra of life.
I've got to be very careful because I give the mothers and the fathers hang. I say to them, you can't let them eat all that fat, you know. And, oh, don't worry about it. I say, yes, I do worry about it. I try and teach them to eat properly now because your body is a holy temple. It is a special gift from God. So you've got to treat it as a temple. But I'm afraid people don't do that.
But talking of worries, you know, it brings me to where the world is today. It's sort of going through a large amount of economic upheaval, and it's been so for the past 5 years. It's had an impact on golf. People are saying that in many ways, American golf, from a growth point of view, is pretty much dead.
Yes, it is.
Where it is growing is Asia, particularly China, you know, and maybe India a little bit. Do you think that that's going to be the story of the future? We're going to see the large population, the younger population of these regions really take to the game in a big way.
You're seeing it right now. You're seeing it right now. India, China. We look at South Africa. A small country like South Africa has won more major championships than any country in the world post-war and than any other country in the world other than the United States. We won 23 major championships. We have some of the best golf courses in the world. It's improved our tourism. It's created a tremendous amount of jobs. It's improved the environment to help fight pollution, etc., etc. And so South Africa have made big strides, and this is what can happen in India. And you have got a country where you can build beautiful golf courses.
But Mr. Player, not every country has a Gary Player equivalent. So I wonder, what does it sort of need in a country like, say, India, which does have a few players, but they're probably not as successful as yourself or as some of the other, or Tiger and so on, which have sort of been instrumental, who have been instrumental in changing the game for their country.
It'll come here. I came out as a poor boy, a young, small person out of the bush, so to speak, and became a world champion. Tiger Woods came out, became a world champion. You can never say who's going to be. It just comes out of somewhere else. And Australia have had some wonderful golfers. And this is what's going to happen around the world. You'll find somebody here who is a natural athlete, has that natural gift. It's a gift. To become a world champion, it's not you. Yes, you work hard, you dedicate yourself, but it's a gift. And that gift can be taken away from you right now. Yeah. As we saw Tiger Woods, the best in the world, not win for 2 years.
You've seen McIlroy, and what is your take on him? I often see you tweeting very proudly about the youngster.
Yeah. Rory McIlroy right now is the best player in the world today. What talent. I mean, he has the talent that Tiger Woods had. He was leading the Masters, I think I'm correct,
right.
and then shot 80. I mean, it was just a catastrophe. I thought, well, this could affect his whole life, because I've seen tournaments affect Tony Jacklin, the Frenchman, when he won at Carnoustie, when he knocked in the water. I've seen people never win again, never play well again. Now, Rory, I thought, was this going to happen to him? He came back and won the US Open.
Yeah.
Marvellous. The man has got, what is his secret? I don't know what is inside of him, but he has the best swing. He has talent, but he obviously has a mind that matches that. Does he have a work ethic that should match the other two? I don't know. But all I can say, right now, he's the best player in the world.
Today, people don't necessarily interact as much as they did in days that you learned and played golf with each other. I mean, I would imagine that Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicklaus, yourself would sort of go back to the clubhouse, exchange notes, check equipment, should they be one would say, try out my wedge and so on. This doesn't happen today. I mean,
not to the extent that it did in our time. And we'd stay at private homes at golf tournaments. Yes. I can tell you that very seldom happens now.
Yeah.
And we didn't have our private jets. We didn't have all this money. And it was more. It's understandable. It's big business now. It's a different game altogether. Mm-hmm. Completely different. But we had people that were phenomenal characters on the tour. I mean, Chichi Rodriguez, he was an incredible character. Lee Trevino, we had guys that we'd be walking around and you'd be hysterical laughing on the golf course. I mean, it was a different time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like to change. I didn't make the money that these guys made, but I wouldn't like to change. I loved my time. My dream four-ball would be Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Mother Teresa and Billy Graham. That would be my ideal four-ball.